Hey everybody, this is Montana Bushcraft bringing you another video. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some modifications to my Mora. As you can see, it's pretty slippery, and thanks to a very nice lady, her YouTube channel's name is Karen, I think it's Karen Chalky. I do apologize if I say it wrong. But at the end, or in the description, I'll put her YouTube channel in the description there for her modification for this. I would highly recommend checking out her channel. She has a lot of great information, and she's a really nice lady. So because I watched her YouTube video of how to do this, I thought it was a great idea, and so I'm gonna go ahead and do this modification, kind of like what she did too, except she did a lot better job than what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do a little easy thing. So what you do, or what I'm gonna do, is I'm just gonna sand all this red paint. I'm gonna sand it all off, so then it'll be coming, or after it's all sanded, it'll go to the bare wood, the birch that's underneath there. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back once I get this all sanded off here. As you can see, it's slowly getting there, about halfway. So just got this other half to do, and then I'll be ready to show you the next modification I'm going to do to this. Alright everybody, I finally got it all shaved off of here, and then what I did is I just marked 4 spots right here. Then I'm gonna kind of do a little slit on them, so then I can have a little bit more grip. I'm gonna do this on both sides. I'm just gonna start out on this side right here, and once I get done with this side, then I'll turn the camera back on. Then I'll show you what I did. I'm just using my Viking, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but I got a nice big mound right here. That's all the stuff that came off there. So let's go ahead and see how well this works. I don't really have anything else to use other than my knives, so I'm not too worried about it anyways, because it's just a Mora. If I mess up on it, I can always buy a new one and start back at the drawing board. Alright, here's what the finishing touches are. I'll have to sand that a little bit more, but so after I do this little touch up, then I'm going to go ahead and put a protective covering over this. It'll be nice and shiny. So I'll go ahead and sand this a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and put the covering on, and then I'll show you what the finished project is. Okay, after everything is all done with, this is what it turns out to look like. Okay, so I'll go ahead and tell you all of the equipment that you might need or might want to use. First one is tape. I use duct tape, but you can use probably Scotch tape or any kind of tape you really want to. This is just what I had available at the time, so that's what I used. Next, you will need sandpaper. And this is P100. You can use pretty much any kind you want. Just make sure that it's if you're going to use a rough kind, use that first, and then you can go ahead and use a finer grit one if you want to. It's completely up to you. But I just use this one right here. There's also another one I used, which is the P80. That's a lot rougher right here. So I use this one first, and then I use the 100. Okay, next you're going to need a knife. And I went ahead and used my Viking. And then last but not least, you'll need some kind of stain or protective covering for it and a brush. I just use this. You know, you can go to your local hardware store and ask them what kind would be a good kind. They also have different colors you can use. You can use pretty much whatever kind you want. But I wanted mine to kind of have like a little glossy color on it, so I used this polyurethane, and it's semi-gloss. I didn't want it too slippery, but that's what I used on there. So again, this knife, sandpaper, and duct tape. Those are the supplies that you'll need on this carving. Unless you have power tools, then you can use, you know, sandpaper thingy or others. Again, I would recommend checking out Karen's channel. She makes it a lot easier than I did, and hers came out spectacular. So with that said, this is the Montana Bushcraft signing off, and you all have a nice day now, okay? Take care.